we go. There she blows. There we go. Get some echo in here. Hey, here they come. Schmuckatelli made it in. John Spinks. What's up, D-Mom? There they go. Now they're showing up. Beer drinker always survives in the house. Regulo. Disastrous is in the house. What's up? I was one of the complainers. You moved the lifetime. Now I'm obligated to be here. That's right. I was thinking about you, Schmuckatelli, when I started this late. Plus, this morning was kind of busy. I was going to rush and sneak it in, but I did it just for you, sir. I've been waiting. Airborne finally made one. What's up? Do I have a topic list? What's the agenda? War, of course. Little Red's in the house. Buchenmacher is sending me a loincloth on Friday. Wyoming's in the house. This is the old school crew here. I got the OGs in here. That's good. Yeah, I think I'm obligated to go live and talk about Iran, aren't I? I'm a prepping channel. I have to. Are you an Irish Spring guy? I used to be. I still love the smell of Irish Spring, but I'm a Sasquatch. I use Sasquatch soap. Member for 4 months. I just got a notification. Little Red says you've been a member for 4 months. Look at that. That's almost like, that's like half as... Ditch Doc, too. I was thinking about you, Ditch Doc. How could anyone who is a prepper be surprised by the attacks? I know, right? D-Mom says that chat with Scottish Prepper. Is that a good one? Did you guys like that? More of a Keebler guy. Current situation reminds me of Wag the dog. Ditch Doc is like, is there a war? Yeah, right? I just recorded a video, but it's not like, hey, Iran, you know, sleeper cells and blah. I really don't see. Gnostic's in the house. What's up, Gnostic? Scottish Prepper. Yeah, that was a good conversation. I like talking to Brian. It's funny. He slowed way down for me so I could understand him. You don't even need subtitles to go watch him talk. It's pretty good. I think they're doing a live right now. Him and UK Prepper and Welsh Prepper and then World Survivalist, I think. I don't have anybody lined up for next week. I might reach out to, I got to look at my list. I think Tactical Muffin Top is next. So I might reach out to him. I'll see if I can get him to put his face on camera, though. I think he's done his face on camera. The big question is, what will China do? Yeah, I mean, you know, I'm not really a global politics kind of guy, but I do, and I'm not really a fan of Trump, but it is kind of a baller move because it puts Russia and China in an awkward position, right? Where it's like there's a group of 3 friends and you walk up and punch the weakest one in the mouth just to test to see what the other 2 will do. So we'll see. Yeah, we'll see what they do. I'd be more concerned if China, you know, we're much more interlaced with China than we are with like Russia or Iran, but Schmuckatelli says, Scottish Prepper spoke the English, spoke the Kings in my video. That's right, yeah. We were asked to war game sleeper cell activity if we were running it. They were scared about what we'd submitted. Little Red. Thank you, Little Red. Look at you. What, are you paying my bills for me? Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Scouts in the house. Man, we got the original crew here. Josh is in the house too. Yeah, so I mean, but what is, you know, it's all the same stuff, right? It's It's gas prices might go up. You might see supply chain issues, and they've been saying sleeper cells for, it seems like Survival Dispatch has been talking about sleeper cells for a year straight. So I don't know. I don't know if that will require anything different of somebody who's already a prepper. Part of me just thinks, well, okay, I'm gonna keep doing the things that I was already doing, for the most part, anyway. John speaks. Trump will do anything, literally anything, other than show us the full list. So the video that I'm posting tomorrow, I talk a little bit about that. I was old enough to pay attention to politics during the Clinton era when the Lewinsky thing was going on, and he out of nowhere like cruise missiled a bunch of camps in Somalia somewhere, and he's like, I gotta protect the American people. Are you trying to distract us, dude? Like, I think that's where Wag the dog came from, was from Clinton, but yeah. Dr. Awkward found one too. Oh, you're the one that left the OPSEC comment, right, about my random lives. Yeah, I feel like I still haven't heard a reason why we're bombing Iran. Like I haven't heard it yet. It's like they're bad and we want someone different in there. Be like, okay, it's for the Iranian people. I'm like, yeah, sure it is. Mark's Adventures, what's up, man? Chris has a good video on the files on Wasted. I know, I saw him post that. He said he might lose some subs. We'll see. I haven't watched it yet, but I need to watch it. Yeah, fuel cans. WMDs, duh. Yeah. I don't know anybody who is like, yeah, that's what we wanted, was let's go do that. We're not stretched thin enough. We're not we don't have enough going on. Let's do that thing. That'd be good. Cause ditch doc. Woo. I don't even know if I can repeat that, brother. I literally just got done filming a short body work on his door and scheduled it. Yeah. Airborne, I've been watching your videos on body work, man. I'm a body man by trade, and I feel bad. I want to fly to where you are and help you out. Not that you're doing a bad job. It's just that's my original business. The claim is to prevent them from getting nukes. Yeah, but hasn't that been the thing for, it seems like 25 years? Like they're this close. They're this close. Didn't Dave Chappelle do a thing on yellow cake? Remember yellow cake? That's yellow cake. Look, they got yellow cake. Or was that Iraq? Maybe that was Iraq. Either way, one of the eyes. One of the very best political clips that I had ever seen was done by Mad TV. This is way back in the day, where they were teasing Steve Jobs, and you know how he debuts the new the iPhone and the i, and he goes, it's the Iraq, and it's a shoe rack, and people are like, what, we didn't ask for this, and he's like, this is the new thing that you want. And then he goes through this whole, it's a metaphor through the whole thing. It is really, really great. Look up Mad TV Iraq. It is hilarious. And at the very end, he goes, stop looking at the Iraq. And he pulls another sheet and he goes, I want you to focus on the Iran. And it's a shoe, of the new shoe. And he goes, and they're like, ah. It aged so well. It's hilarious. Every single time I watch it, it's one of the best political skits I've ever seen. Klondike's in the house. What's up, Klondike? Disastrous Effect says, in the voice of George Bush, they had nuclear weapons. Yeah. Michigan Silverback's in the house. Yeah, but all the OGs are here. 55 watching. Only 16 thumbs up. Click those like. You guys are OGs. Now we just need Noah and Noah Kenning and Mahoney 530 to show up. It'll be like the whole original crew. Klondike's in here. We need Hero of Canton back in here too. Jake, hey, what's up, Jake? I got 2 new fidgets. Did I show you guys these? These are just cheap ones off of Amazon, but there we go. They're quieter. Witch Doc's in the house. Someone ping those two. clicked it already. Leave me alone. 63. Boy, this is a good crowd today. Holy crap. I've only been on for 10 minutes. BH Atlas and the new ones. Yeah, I got new clickers, man. This one's obnoxious. This one's very positive, but it's too loud. I can't do it in meetings. It's too much. Jennifer H is in the house. What's up, Jen? You're like Daddy Prepper leading the way. Yeah. Dad Prepper. I had a good month, man. Those 2 videos. I had a video each week in the past 2 weeks do really well. Mark's taking off. All right, Mark. Yeah, you always go to bed early. That's good, actually. I'm not teasing you. OG members, all of us old guys. Of course, yeah. I gotta go back. I gotta go back and watch my very first live and see who was in there. Give them a shout out. Crocheted skull cap. That's right. BH Atlas. It's midnight where you live. Oh, well, thanks for tuning in, man. Klondike was there. Of course, Klondike. Klondike was my #1 member. Not my #1 sub, but my #1 member. I don't know if there's a way for me to go back and see who the #1 sub was. I gotta go check that. Yeah, it's gorgeous here. Like, it's sunny all day. It's spring. Spring is here. I'm declaring it. And every time I do that, it snows, but I'm doing it again. Josh Kimbrell says he's sitting here using Claude with BMAD web, or to build a web app and marketing site in 1/10 of what it would take me manually. Yep, that's it, man. Gnostic. Yeah, there's a storm hitting the northeast again, right? You guys are getting pummeled again? Did I see that? It's supposed to be -10 where you're at? Oh my gosh. Yeah, we didn't have a winter. I don't know. The powers that be didn't allow it this year. Someone screwed up. They pushed the wrong buttons. They're like, oh dang. They sent all the Pacific Northwest snow. They sent it down to Florida this year. Someone screwed up. They had their map backwards. It was like turned upside down. Don't say the S word. Yeah. Yeah, Jason A says, I live in the Colorado Rockies at 10,000 feet. We got skunked this winter. Yeah. No snow in Connecticut, supposedly in Boston. Skunked, yeah. One more time. Yeah, I mean, we might get some snow, but it's looking good, though. I mean, this year, we went to the park, and people were just, it's spring. People are, like, wearing shorts, walking dogs, and I'm talking all that trash, and the 10-day forecast will probably be, let me see. Yeah, just showers and partly cloudy. No winter. We got skipped. That's fine, I guess. Let's see. Dry. Yeah. I'm worried about fires this year. That's the big concern about no wind. I like it when it's cold and no snow, but the fire season's always worse. But Demo Man Don. Crazy. Hate snow. 0800. Beer drinker, you're in Tokyo? Kentucky? Hey, I got invited to Kentucky. To the Kentucky Sustainment Festival, I think is what it's called. I think Doomsday's going out there, but I got invited, and I asked the guy, I was like, hey man, that's very flattering. I said, is it on your dime or mine? And he said it was on my dime. I was like, I don't have any dimes, sorry. All right, Scout, I'll see you later, man. Yeah, Queen is going, yep. We just call her a queen now. I'm gonna change my tagline to 68% king, so people will just call me king. Like, yeah. You got all those pennies? I do have pennies. I don't have any dimes, though. Sean Nellerton, 406, Montana, right? I used to live in Montana. Buchenmacher says, spent all that YouTube money. KSL, I catch some of his lives. They do some good stuff. Who's KSL? KSL. Takes me a second. Any new pocket knives? No, I've just been carrying these fixed blades. The Montana one, and then this one by Boker, Kaiser, not Boker, Kaiser. This little guy. I did see a pocket knife. I saw an Ozark Trail pocket knife at Goodwill for $6. But that's retail, so I didn't pick it up. Plus, this woman wouldn't move out of my way. I did see a little fixed blade in their case too that caught my eye because it looked like it could be a custom, just kind of beat up. But like I said, this old lady wouldn't get out of my way, so I had to leave. Kentucky Sustainable Living, the festival, yes. Yeah, the guy reached out to me, which was really cool. But I'm not rich enough to, and plus, I don't really travel much. You know, I deployed when I was in the Air Force, and I did enough of that, right? So once I retired, I told my wife, I was like, I won't go anywhere. And when I go to work somewhere, I tell my new boss, I say, hey, look, if you try and send me to a conference, I won't go. I'll have to do it remote or online or over Zoom. I said, but unless you're gonna fire me and then give me the option, but I'm not gonna leave. I'm not gonna leave the state without my family again. Yeah, traveling, we drive everywhere. We don't fly and we drive, so we don't go very many places. We did one big trip, a big loop down to California before I left to Korea for Disneyland and all that. We did like a 3-week vacation. It was like all the way this big loop. It was like 10 grand. It was still worth it. Maybe it was 2 weeks. It's been a hot minute. Your travel would be business expense. Oh yeah, I guess so now, huh? Since I'm a YouTuber. How do you handle your prep OPSEC for friends that are not family? I talk about it pretty readily. So probably not very well. What did I do in the Air Force? I was a body mechanic. We were called allied trades. So we did welding, glass repair, radiator repair, upholstery, and paint jobs. So like body work and paint jobs, and then decals too. Buchenmacher says, hopefully you're getting your YouTube money into an LLC. Yeah, so I'm getting an LLC this coming month. So hopefully in 2 weeks I should have my LLC. Because now I'm getting sponsors. So Waltech is one of my sponsors now, and then there's another guy that I'm talking to about like a gold and silver sponsorship. So I need to have my LLC set up pretty quick here. He airbrushed the pinups on the side of the planes. I actually did that at one of my bases, though, at Eielson in Fairbanks. There was I got paid the last 3 weeks I was there. I did a mural on the wall of the body shop, of the vehicle maintenance shop. And it was like this 30-foot mural. It was huge, and I had a lift, and I had all the paint that I needed. And they paid me. I just went up there like an artist, like freaking Michelangelo, every day for 3 weeks and painted this huge mural. It was sweet. I was like, same as vehicle ops? No, but we were usually vehicle maintenance, so next to them. And then inside of vehicle maintenance, I was body shop. So like the paint booth. And Klondike just did his LLC. Make sure you establish a separate checking account for your LLC. I'm learning the hard way. This year's taxes in my leather business, yeah. Hey, Hero of Canton, I was just talking about you, dude. Welcome. Yeah, I'm getting my business license, LLC, and then open a business bank account all kind of in a row. I'm trying to do it all at the same time, so that's why it's taking me so long. Do I have any pics of the mural? No. I don't even know if they're still up there, but is there an easy place to get that set up? So I was being told that Wyoming is the place to do it because they don't track who you are, but Wyoming Homesteader told me that that's not true anymore, that they also ask who you are. So it really doesn't matter. The easiest way is probably your local municipality. When you get your business license, they'll ask you if you have an LLC, and if you say yes, like in my state, you have to register with the state, so you need a like articles of incorporation or whatever they call it. Michelangelo Tango Whiskey. When I have time, I'm gonna send an ice storm AAR. Oh, good. Yeah, that'd be cool. Separate accounts is important. Just pick a credit card and dedicate it to the business. Yeah. Because I have soon I'll have Shopify set up too. So yeah, all of that's got to go through the new bank account. And then the LLC too it'll be a different name. That way, if I start other channels or other ventures, it can be rolled up under the same LLC. So. Marco Boder. Good afternoon from South Florida. Holy crap. Welcome. Nevada used to allow you to set up an LLC without a lot of details, but you need a lawyer, to be in the state and respond to local requests. Jacoby's in the house. What's up, Jacoby? Yeah, I used AI to write the articles of incorporation. Just gave it the specifics, and it was like. Recommendations on a mobile truck radio setups or just a handheld? I wire a handheld in my car, but if I did a mobile, it would be a so Baofeng, they have a parent company called B-Tech. It might not be a parent, it might be a sister company called B-Tech, but they make a mobile radio, the 50x2. That's a nice unit. I had one, I burnt it up, so it might not be that nice actually. But it sells for like $200, and it can do 70 meters or the other one. What am I missing? 2 meters or 70 centimeters. Montana's really loose with LLCs. Okay. Yeah, Schmuckatelli. Yeah, when you get your thing, you have to they assign you a call sign. Ugh. People dodge vehicle registration taxes by putting them under a Montana LLC. Really? I would never do that. I use a UHF, VHF, HF rig and a SBCB in the truck. What radio do you have, Wyoming? You use different ones or the same radio for all three? UHF, VHF, HF. Where do you take your ham license test? I did it through the local Mormon church, but there should be a radio club where you are, and they'll usually have testing that goes on. It might even be online now. I don't know. You can take the test online. Oh, yeah. You can take the test online now? That's nice. I need to go for my general. I really do. Because I got that HF rig now, so I need to get that set up. And I have this stinking repeater that I haven't... The company's like, hey, how's it going? Just been so busy. I have a week of some spare time coming up, so I might be able to do it then. You have to show the testers that you don't have anything else in the room. Oh, it's like a video testing. Grinch and Boots, first mic Tango Whiskey live. Hello, sir. How are you? Welcome. Wyoming says FT856. Okay. I've heard of that. It's a UHF, VHF, HF digital rig. Holy crap. I should write that down. FT. FT 857 UHF VHF HF digital. Yeesh. They don't make it anymore, but have a newer version. Yeah, sometimes I like some of those old radios. I'll get them off of eBay. You can find them sometimes. My wife's GMSR call sign is Whiskey Sierra Juliet. WSJ, yeah, that's a cool one. Yesu, yep. Ham Study can help you study. The website is free. Phone app is cheap. Yeah, that's how I think the one I used is called Ham Study. I just use an app and I just studied the correct questions, the correct answers. I never read a question. I just reviewed all of the right answers over and over and over and just used recognition in the test. When I went to sit down and take the test, I didn't read a single question. I just looked at the answers and was like, boom, remember that, remember that, remember that, and I passed. Clutch. Bricker House. Yeah, that's what I said. Don't, like, the test really doesn't say, the test doesn't prove that you know how to use a radio. That's why I didn't care. I wanted to pass it. I wanted to hurry up and start using the radios, because that's where you really learn. That's where you really learn to use, you know, what radio's about. There are some concepts on there that might be useful, but some of it, when you're first getting into it, it's so over your head. I didn't understand a lot of it anyway. It's only by using and talking to other radio people that I really learned radio. Yeah, learn hands-on. That's the way that I did it, but. Yeah, the YouTube study guys focus on the correct answer and ignore other choices. That's exactly what I did. And I probably had a total of 6 to 8 hours studying, just reviewing the app. Every time I had a spare moment, I would just go through a whole section of right answers as many times as I could and then switch to another one. And then, yeah, it's pretty quick. This clip is kind of annoying. I think I might move this clip. Airborne Vet says he just found out his dog ate his credit card. I'm not laughing at you, buddy. I'm laughing with you. Oh, shoot. Yes, sir. Starlink is in our near future. AARL publishes the test exam questions, pools on their website for free. Yeah. Do you use a scanner or just the radio? Are you asking me? I don't have a scanner. I just use, although I've never gotten it set up though, was an SDR. Where did I put it? I have a Meshtastic and an SDR, but I couldn't get I tried to hook up the SDR to a cell phone, like a mobile, where I could scan frequencies wherever I was. I didn't quite get there though. I would like to do that. When we did the fire bug out, it was super helpful because they set up the fire command central like right near my house. It was like a school that was probably a quarter mile away from my house, and listening to those frequencies gave me some like up-to-date intel. Yeah, SDRs are easy. Well, I know, not easy enough. They're not easy enough for me. It was the phone. I couldn't get the app to work. I thought I was paying for the app, but it just kept, I think it was in like free mode or something. I don't know. Skynet. I mean, Starlink is the only good internet option where I live. Yeah. Mesh networks. Yeah. So I say I have a mesh, and mesh networks is like, nice. Do you have a channel? Go to channel. I think I've been to your channel before. Ooh, that's a nice looking one. One video. Use a computer for that SDR. There are lots of great free programs. What about an iPad? Like I thought about getting a little pad, you know. I almost bought one from Amazon and was going to use that, but a friend of mine gave me a free phone. So maybe it's the phone app that's crappy. Maybe I need to switch to something bigger, but just something smaller that's not like a full-blown laptop, you know. Use a computer for that. I said happy 420. Is today? Oh, it's 3:20 where I'm at. SDRs are easy. Are they? Are they though? Maybe that's the way to go. iOS does not allow for direct access to the USB or Lightning connector for apps to access. Oh, well, the phone they gave me though was a Samsung. So, yeah, I have a BTEC 25x4 in my truck. Yes, so BTEC, the 50x20 is the bigger model. It's the 50 watt, but that 25x4, I've come this close to buying that thing like 2 or 3 times and putting it in my van, because what I like about it is the programming and the menu is the same as the UV5Rs. So I was already familiar with it. My house unit, my home unit right now is a Anytone 787, and I'm having trouble figuring out the menu is all, and I couldn't find the instructions for it and all this other stuff. So I need to go back to BTEC for sure. Nice and small. Have you gotten ahead of the Ramageddon PC BS that is happening now? I have an SDR set up for my laptop. They're easy. If they're easy, then I'm just dumb. I cannot seem to make it work. I was in the same boat, man. I was like, I'm doing something wrong here. As a creator, Jason, are you asking me that? Have you gotten ahead of the Ramageddon PC BS that's happening? I'm not sure what you're referring to. Yeah, I don't know what that is, man. Should I know? Should I know about that? I feel like I should know about that. He's like, yes, you should know. Dummy. PC parts are skyrocketing. Could skyrocket at any moment. Memory prices. Oh, yeah. Well, I did have a friend of mine send me, he sent me this thing on how the price of a AR was lower than the price of like a certain size of temporary memory. I assume that's because of AI though, right? The cost of memory storage, but yeah, exactly. A meme today. That's what he sent me too. Parts for computers are going nuts. I wonder why that is. Maybe they're trying to price us out, right? Once AI kind of does its thing, like nobody will have access to it. Yep, rapid expansion of AI has skyrocketed memory cost. The death toll could skyrocket at any moment, Kent. Great. One more thing to... Now I got to go buy that. is taking up the supply. Yeah, the price of memory is more than like an AR-15. OpenAI and other companies are being given priority. So maybe that's how they'll get us, right? These amazing new tools, and you can do this and you can do that, but none of us will be able to afford them. Wouldn't that, oh, that would be diabolical. I would not put it past them either. And by them, of course, I mean the government. Is that better? I don't know if that's better. Any flock cameras in my neighborhood? No, not yet. I'm sure they're coming though. They want to take computation out of our hands, yeah, and rent it to us, yeah. It's kind of what I'm thinking. This sucks, I did this wrong. AI is sucking up a lot of parts, but the cost of chips coming out of China is stupid because they're rare earth feeds from the CCP. You down with CCP? Everything's a subscription. Yeah, it's like your car. I'll have to work on this later. I'm not gonna have time to finish that. Flock cameras are fun to hack. They're like 50 hacks for those. Just run an Android. Gas masks are worth every penny. Yeah, but then I'd have to shave if I had a gas mask. Wyoming should have a YouTube channel. He should. I don't think he does, though. So how many people on here, other than me, remember renting their phone from Ma Bell? Well, Wyoming, you could do the mask thing. Some people still do the, you know, they blur their face out, or they just wear a... Scottish Preppers in the house. What's up, Brian? I can have a great seal with a beard? I don't believe that. I wore a respirator for like 20 years. Have an avatar? Yeah, that's possible now too. Yeah, there's some really good tech out there, Wyoming, where it can totally mask your face as long as it doesn't glitch. Scottish Preppers off a 2-hour and 45-minute live. I saw that. That's crazy. Talking about your accent earlier. You toned it down for Mike Tango Whiskey. Brian went slow for me. Nobody needed subtitles, Brian. He's like, we can't have guns, okay? That's funny. Oh shoot, is it already 3:30? Dang, I gotta go pick up my wife. Whew. Yeah, I gotta jump off. I gotta go pick up my wife. She closes here in like 30 minutes. I gotta get to her. She probably wants me to feed her too. Ina is mad at me when she stops speaking English. We need a modern day Sarah Connor. I nominate Wyoming's wife. She should be the new Sarah Connor. She's a pretty good candidate.